But we already talked about romance, porn throughout this playthrough.
Oh, Shane, do you want to say your experience of getting caught watching porn?
Not particularly.
No? Alright. I can say it for you.
Oh,
I will.
That's
though.
dirty.
I will respect
So
his
I was
decision.
on my laptop at night, and Mom walked in, basically. No, I heard her come in, try to cover the laptop up, and she was like, Shane, what you got there? Nothing, Shane. My laptop. And she just opened it up, and then boom, there it was.
Didn't even have time to close the tab.
God bless you. You poor unfortunate soul.
And Toronto. Never mind. I mean,
What you're looking at? Do you remember?
oh, I remember what it is. Yeah,
It's kind of funny.
it was hentai.
Oh, dude, you got caught watching hentai?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Gonna be honest.
New details.
Oh man. I'm sorry, Emily.
Hey, it's in the past.
It's in the past, man. I'm sure she accepts you for your
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
your deviancy.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Great.
don't- Yeah, God, it gets really annoying once you start noticing it.
Yeah.
God, stop talking, Silver.
Can he grind?
No, he can't. Apparently.
That's pretty dumb.
Well, he's not. I don't know. He's just a kid, I guess. I don't know how old he's actually supposed to
Yeah, I
be.
wonder how
He's
old
less
he
than
is.
10 years. We know that much.
Why's that?
Well, because the thing happened 10 years ago. And he doesn't remember anything from 10 years ago. So he's
Wait, what thing from 10 years ago?
like, well, because, you know, he talked about the Iblis trigger. And it happened 10 years ago.
No, it happened 200 years ago.
Oh.
Serious? Oh, wait.
The apocalypse realm we were in, that's 200 years ago.
In the future, I thought.
Yeah, it's 200 years ago in the future. And that's his homeland, or
Wait.
that's where he was born.
What? I thought that was... What's the 10-year thing they always talk about?
10 years in the past, that's when Mephiles and Iblis separated from being Solaris.
Oh.
And when they get back together, that means no-no for humans. Essentially.
Okay. Shows how well I've been following the story.
Yeah, I love how like an hour ago you were like, man, I'm really interested in this
I'm
story.
still interested in it. It's just...
Not as much.
I understood some stuff.
I've been like basically asleep for half of it. I don't know about sleep. I've been.
You're making this a real engaging playthrough, Shane. I'm thankful for your presence.
I am physically trying to stay awake. Like,
Yeah.
I can do this.
I
Like,
mean,
I'm
we can
playing-
take a break if needed.
I mean, that will help.
Oh man, how far are we?
We have at least one boss, 3 more stages, and another boss.
Shane is trying hard. He's gonna... Okay, I'm honestly probably gonna have to wake Shane up at like 1 in the afternoon.
I love how Song just looks at her with a straight face like, bitch, what are you talking about?
Of course, I always save the heroine.
Jesus. Oh, you always save the heroine? Like the...
No,
Oh, the woman, not the...
yes.
I mean,
Such a late reaction.
I'm sorry, I don't know how he thought that would help. He's the fastest thing alive, and like he was like, 1 jump! Like, that's all I'm good for.
One slow jump.
Go after Elise, you idiot.
He's a little in trouble right now.
Silver doesn't know this.
Yeah. Ah! Black!
Mephiles is a racist. Confirmed. Not Mephiles, Silver.
Silver. Yeah, you missed it, Shane. Last night when we recorded, we were talking about how Shadow is dark skinned and Mephiles is light skinned.
Hmm.
And that's and for some reason Silver's so racist that you just can't tell the difference between the two of them.
Because, you know, they all look alike.
Oh,
That sounds really bad out of context.
Yep.
So
Doesn't every to make it even? Don't all white people look the same?
yeah.
Some, yeah.
Some.
And, like, there are a lot of white people. Like, there's so many, like, white actors, and, like, oh, yeah, who's this, who's this, who's this? I'm like, I don't freaking know. But again, I don't really care that much about actors to try and memorize their names like that.
I don't understand these boss fights. Because it's like, oh, yeah, fight him. But it doesn't really matter. Like, sure, he beat you. You beat him in another playthrough. But
He does that thing. I'm gonna wait. Don't spoil what happens to Silver, but it made us bust out laughing last
Wait.
night.
What do you mean?
Something happens after this fight to Silver, and it's freaking hilarious.
Well, I hope my expectations aren't set too high, because I'm expecting this to be hilarious.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
I don't know. It's weird. I feel as though I've regained some sort of like normalcy right about now. So I may not be as like giddy
Yeah.
as I normally would be. You know?
Yeah.
So we'll see how well this turns out.
Where's he at?
it's probably on the other side.
I kind of have a train. I'm gonna have to. Hello?
It just seems ridiculous. Like, yeah, I'll have you do the same boss fight in the same area, the same opponent, or the same characters in the fight. But you're just gonna play the other side and still win. But
Even though the
your
other side
outcome will be-
loses.
your outcome is gonna be regardless the same. You missed. June, the ultimate life form.
What? Okay, I thought about just slapping him, but
No, run.
I have enough rings though. He gives me enough time to collect all my stuff.
Thankfully.
You're gonna get taken away by the train.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Ah!
Oh, Shadow, stop it. At least your invulnerability lasts long enough for you to collect the rings.
Stay down.
Stay down, son. You're on my house now.
Oh god,
Does he
no.
have the invulnerability frames at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Cause you saw I just hit him with like 20 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
stay
got him.
down.
Stay down, son. You
Alright,
don't...
alright.
There goes the barrel.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it just like kind of rolled out. I thought, I'm done here.
C. Oh, wow.
Wait, what'd you say?
Looks like I'm on a roll. He's rolling his joints.
Yeah, man, off the top of his head, dang.
So this is supposed to be funny. What happens next?
Yes, it does. Well, I'm just gonna stay quiet. I'm just gonna let you enjoy it. Me and Cody will stay quiet.
Okay, guys, thanks. I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna enjoy. I hope I better laugh.
I'm going into quiet mode right now. I need to be in the zone to not bust out laughing.
Ooh. Huh. I love you.
Chaos control.
He's just like, bitch, sit down. He's just like, he's like, I'm sorry. Were you trying?
It was just so slow, too. It
Yeah.
was like, just glorious.
Chaos Emerald's power. I
What's
control time and space. You can't break free. I won't give up.
But what are you talking about? Like, why he's distracted Silver and you're doing your monologue, just grab him
So close.
and just roll him up in the air. That's all you need to win.
I thought you said roll him up in the air. And I got
Yeah.
really confused. I'm like, wait, what? He's not a blunt dude.
Chaos control.
So they basically accidentally caused a time figure.
Like a time warp.
Yeah.
Induce chaos control.
Yeah, you know, I'm a hedgehog. Any hedgehog can pretty much induce chaos control at this point.
Past and save the world.
But essentially only...
Is this how you get a sense of the future?
Yeah, they're just like, let's think. They don't ever say how they're able to determine what time they'll go back to, but I guess if they think really hard about something before they before they jump in the hole, they'll know where they'll go or something. It's dumb. It's really dumb.
Place 10 years ago.
I guess if they think about 10 years ago and they think about where the science experiment took place, it will just come true.
It's kind of like the Flash. That's how he travels. He just to think about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I find that kind of dumb, in my opinion. And here's some slightly up-resed cutscenes. It's not as good. They're not as good as the first cutscenes that we saw at the beginning of Sonic's story. But they're slightly better. Because I told Cody this while we were recording. Oh, by the way, Elise's dad here is trying to bring Solaris, their god, into, like, bring him to us, the humans. Yep. What he says. Basically, he's trying to bring a god to Earth. Not a good idea. And in the end, he just releases 2 demons.
Which happened
To be Iblis and Mephiles.
Yeah, and it turns out that maybe Solaris is actually a big demon. Just
And I get what the developers were doing. Shadow's main villain is Mephiles. Silver's is Iblis. Sonic's is Eggman. The problem is Eggman is so useless in this game that it makes Sonic's story the least important. Like, literally, it doesn't mean anything to the plot. And in the final story, Eggman's working with them anyway.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense for Shadow and Silver to be at this thing 10 years ago, because why Shadow has a grudge with Mephiles, we're going to start going after Iblis.
So you guys see him Mephiles form. Is it because Shadow's the first thing he sees? That's why he takes on the form of Shadow?
No, it's just convenient, because like in Shadow's story, Mephiles is free because Eggman screwed up. And the first Shadow it sees, it takes its form. And in the future, it's Shadow, and Mephiles laughs.
He's like, I'll remember your face.
I remember your face. You remember me, Shadow? And obviously, us, the audience, and Shadow are just like, what are you talking about? And it's from this stage.
Well, when he...
Later in the story, when he goes back in the past, you find out why he meets Mephiles.
Because he traps Mephiles, and...
In plexiglass seal.
Yeah. we made a joke about how the scepter is made of just, regular glass, so it broke and shattered. So they had to upgrade and get that plexiglass. So
Why not fiberglass?
Plexiglass. Strong stuff, man.
Don't knock the strong stuff, man.
But, basically, like, he got Shadow trapped him, so we're like, oh, okay, so, because of that, Mephiles was like, I'll remember your name and face, and I'll get my revenge. Or something like
Wow, is the voice actor here? Dude, you sound just like him.
that.
No, not really. I was just like, you were like, I'll get my revenge. I was just like, yep, that's it. He honestly is kind of like that. He's like, join me, Shadow. We can destroy humanity together. I don't know why he thinks that Shadow has such a hard-on for destroying humanity.
He's black, that's why.
Man, that's racist.
He's racist.
Didn't say I was racist, he just has black fur, and black is often the symbol of evil.
Evil!
I'm glad we're not waking him up. I can be as weird as I need to be.
Yeah, because we know Michelle's probably not asleep right now. Please tell me this open. Okay.
I might be.
Well, I like how this is literally the same level as when you were in
Shadow story.
Like,
Wow.
There's no difference.
The level design grew just...
Like, no, I'm saying, like, you're like in this section, you were also playing as first Shadow, then Silver.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
They did not try, it seems.
Nope. This is what I'm talking about. It breaks the game.
It's almost also weird how when you use your powers on them, they just kind of move in the ground.
Yeah, they're supposed to be worms that are stuck there, not.
Yeah. I just, I learned not to question things.
Yeah, suspension of disbelief.
I do that a lot.
Well, I guess something died. I guess.
Huh?
I guess something died. So you can basically cheese this the same way you cheesed it in the Shadow playthrough.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Well, how do you do that?
You fly and just skip everything.
Sweet.
It's like Shane's just like, I'm not questioning.
Don't question it. You really.
Make it. Okay. Whew.
That was a little terrifying.
Yeah. Hey, you guys come up with interesting topics. I'm literally losing the will to live.
Interesting topics. Did you know that when two flatworms meet, they're so few and far between that they're hermaphrodites, and when they meet, they fight each other. So, the loser becomes the woman, or takes the role of the woman, or the female, and the winner takes the role of the male. So now the one to take the role of the female has to bury the children.
You serious?
Yeah. Did you know that Newton was a dick? Like, no. So he wanted
Was he
to.
also a virgin?
He also a virgin. Partly because because he was a dick. So when he was gonna get his he wanted to get this book published about his calculus crap and whatnot, his math book, and his friends, not his friends, the publishers. They had just recently published a fish almanac. I don't know why they thought that was gonna work. They had just published a fish almanac, and nobody was buying it. And they were like, "Sorry, we are not doing anything until we have sold."
No.
Until we have sold all of our. Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
They're like, "Oh, we're not publishing your book until we've sold all these fish almanacs." And
This is this better.
where are we going with that? Oh yeah. So Newton had this friend, this like really rich friend that, well, I guess you could say friend loosely. It's like that. He convinced or / offered. I forget exactly how it is. Basically, he got somebody to buy every single copy of the Fish Almanac so that Newton could write his or get his book published.
So how's that him being a dick?
Because Newton famously never thanked him for it.
Oh.
This guy dropped the equivalent of millions of dollars to help a friend out for a fish almanac. He bought several million copies of this book he was never gonna read, so that his friend could publish his book.
That was
Newton,
probably not going to be nearly as good.
maybe, I don't know. And Newton never thanked him for it.
That's kind of tragic.
Yeah, Newton's a dick.
Top 10 animated tragedy. Alright.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks.
Number 10.
What is it? Mojo? What's
Yeah,
that?
Watch Mojo.
Yeah. I don't know. That I don't know. That channel is like intriguing while at the same time stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, it feels like they're running out of ideas, too.
Yeah.
It's like top 10 a really, really specific thing. It's like,
Top 10 PewDiePie moments. Like, what the heck? Why?
and PewDiePie, I saw PewDiePie's reaction to that, and he said they literally just took my top playlist and made it a top 10 from that. It's like they took his most watched videos and said those were his top 10 videos. They put no effort into it, basically. It was kind of funny.
Hey, you did the stage.
Yeah, it's just part of it. It's almost over. But
Really?
gosh darn it. What is it? What was I thinking of?
Boobs.
Oops. But I didn't know they were making videos about it as YouTubers now. I know that.
Well, not really. I just saw that one because PewDiePie,
I think they did one for Jacksepticeye too. Maybe. I don't really know.
Oh, that's kind of surprising.
I know one of their lists got me into a classic anime that I should have gotten into before then.
Yeah.
Elfen Lied.
Oh, I've heard things about that.
I don't want to watch it.
That anime is so good. It's so good.
It's
It's
also
so
disturbing.
brutal.
Yeah, it is. It's like
These
studio-
kids kill a dog. Like,
yeah. And that's what did you see the Watch Mojo video too?
Probably like
It's like top 5
Like
most
most
tragic anime characters.
I guess tragic or brutal death. I don't know. They did like tragic or they did brutal deaths, and I don't remember one was anything from Blood Sea.
Oh, yeah. Michelle would know more about that.
Blood Sea was a mess.
I just saw the clips of it, and it was just really disturbing. Like, this one monster took a human and ate her like a corn on the cob.
These same bunny, and they were like, looked like bunnies, and these little bunnies freaking open or stuffed a bunch of humans in like a bag and blended them up, like that kind of like deaths.
But why? Why would they want to make something like that?
I don't know.